monster.
Go back to the shadows from whence you came.
The movie begins with a tale from 1,000 years ago. A rare kingdom once lived in peace until monsters attacked the city, laying waste to everything in their path. But in that darkest hour, a hero rose. Her name was Glorth. She cast the monsters away from the city and promised never to let the kingdom be vulnerable again. She trained knights and decreed that their descendants would continue protecting the realm for generations to come. 1,000 years later, excitement fills the city of Lorddome as two knights, Nate and Davis, announce the commencement of the knighting ceremony.
Folks, we are coming to you live from the Gloradome. I'm Nate Knight.
I'm Elanzapam Davis.
And tonight's the night we knight the knights.
Among the chosen are Ballister Boldheart, descended from a commoner, and Ambrosius, a direct descendant of Glorth. Many people disapprove of Ballister, believing it unfit for a commoner to become a knight. Meanwhile, Ballister sits in the gallery, brooding over the possibility of becoming a knight. His boyfriend Ambrosius cheers him up, calling him the hero of the realm and offering him support.
You were better and worked harder than all of us. You're gonna be a knight!
In the dressing room, the cadets gather. One of them bullies Ballister, calling him a charity case.
Hey, Ballister, listen, man, I just wanted to say, I know I've always been tough on you, and I never thought you belonged here.
And?
And what? Oh, did you think I was gonna keep going? Or did you think I was gonna apologize for how I treated you? Oh my God, that's hilarious. You're so stupid. I love it. It's so funny.
When the director enters, everyone stands at attention. She motivates them to embody the will of Glorth, and she pauses in front of Ballister, encouraging him personally. Ambrosius scoffs, calling Ballister the teacher's pet. When Ballister enters the dome, he is astonished by the huge crowd. Even the queen is present to pronounce the cadets as knights. When Ballister's turn comes, the queen makes a special announcement. Anyone, no matter their lineage, can be a knight so long as they earn it. Amid cheers and applause, she congratulates Ballister. But catastrophe strikes. Ballister's sword suddenly electrocutes the queen, sending her to the floor. Sensing danger, Ambrosius attacks Ballister, cutting off his right hand. The sword crashes into the giant stage lights, and Ballister becomes wanted for killing the queen. Though most of the kingdom condemns him, a strange kid named Nimona thinks Ballister is perfect. Days later, Ballister is building himself a mechanical arm in his secret lair when a knock at the door startles him. He grabs a broken bottle for protection, but when he opens the door, nobody is there. Turning back, he finds Nimona, who boldly calls him boss. Ballister dismisses her as just a kid, but she rummages through his equipment and hands him strange drawings as her CV. She offers to be his sidekick, helping him take revenge on the cruel world that rejected him. Spotting his wall of clippings, she calls it a villain murder wall, but Ballister insists it's an innocence wall. Nimona is disappointed when he rejects the villain label, and Ballister storms out, still determined to prove his innocence. Unfortunately, he is arrested. The director tells him her trust in him is gone. Her foolishness, she says, cost the queen's life. Ballister begs to see Ambrosius, but she refuses, saying Ambrosius is devastated. Later, Nimona suddenly appears in Ballister's cell. She has a plan to break him out. Despite his protests, she smashes the lock. As alarms blare, she drags him through chaos, ignoring his plea for stealth. They eventually run into Ambrosius, who is shocked to see Ballister missing an arm. Nimona drags him away and warns him to stop brooding. Everyone thinks he killed the queen, and no one will believe him. To prove her point, she shapeshifts into a rhinoceros, then into other creatures, defeating knights and breaking through their defenses. Back in his lair, Ballister wakes to find Nimona has redecorated and weaponized the place. When he calls her a monster, she snaps, warning him never to use that word. She insists she's only helping him because everyone hates him like they hate her. Reluctantly, Ballister agrees to let her help, under the condition that she is his sidekick forever. At the Institute, the director orders Ambrosius and the knights to capture Ballister at all costs. Meanwhile, Ballister and Nimona track down a squire who may know the truth. Through chaos and trickery, they eventually force a confession. The director swapped Ballister's sword, and Ambrosius knew. Ballister is devastated. Nimona urges him to upload the evidence, but he insists on showing it directly to Ambrosius. When Ballister confronts Ambrosius and the director, Todd shoots the phone out of his hands, mistaking it for a weapon. Ambrosius, doubting Ballister, draws his sword. Hurt, Ballister finally gives in to Nimona's destructive methods. As Nimona shapeshifts into a dragon, chaos erupts. During the battle, Nimona saves a little girl, only for the child to call her a monster. Crushed, Nimona nearly loses control. Ballister comforts her, admitting the Institute has failed them both. They agree to take down the director. Inside the Institute, Ambrosius confronts the director about Ballister's accusations. She admits her crimes and then stabs him. But it turns out the Ambrosius she killed was Nimona in disguise. Ballister arrives with the real evidence, and the footage is broadcast to the entire kingdom. The truth finally comes out. Ballister and Nimona rejoice in their success and deepen their bond, though Ambrosius warns Ballister to stay away from Nimona, insisting she is dangerous and manipulative. Ambrosius shows Ballister an old scroll he found in the Institute's vault. The scroll refers to Nimona as a, quote, glorious monster. Ballister refuses to believe his claims and walks away. Ambrosius chases after him, begging him to help destroy Nimona together. When Ballister returns home, he finds Nimona asleep. Overcome with doubt, he calls her a monster. Hurt and furious, she lashes out. Unknown to them, Todd has followed Ballister and barges into the secret lair. Terrified, Nimona flees into the woods. This is the moment the truth is revealed. Nimona finally tells her story. She was once friends with Glorth, the savior of the kingdom. Glorth knew her true form and accepted her, until one day, everything changed. When Nimona needed her most, Glorth denied her. Betrayed, Nimona's heart hardened, and she embraced the monstrous form everyone feared. Meanwhile, Todd and the other knights corner Ballister. The kingdom erupts in panic as Nimona, now in her monstrous form, approaches. Goldenloin, Ambrosius, tries to calm the citizens, but Nimona's growls echo through the streets. Drones and knights attack, but her eyes are fixed on the Institute. Seeing the situation spiral out of control, the director orders the kingdom's cannon to fire on Nimona, ignoring Goldenloin's warnings that innocent people will be killed. Nimona, exhausted and heartbroken, prepares to end it all. Just as she steps onto the tip of a sword, Ballister pushes her aside. He apologizes and assures her that she is not alone. His words break through her pain, and Nimona transforms back into her human self, weak, badly wounded, and collapsing into Ballister's arms. At the Institute, Goldenloin tries to stop the director from firing the cannon. She refuses, attacking him and pulling the trigger. But before disaster strikes, Nimona rises. With one last burst of power, she attacks both the director and the cannon. There is silence. Darkness. Goldenloin stumbles through the wreckage and finds Ballister grieving. He comforts him. The city slowly returns to peace. Ballister is freed of his crimes. Goldenloin and Ballister reconcile, and the citizens now proclaim Nimona as a hero. But Nimona herself is gone. Perhaps there is no happily ever after. Suddenly, there's a familiar pounding on the door. Ballister hesitates. Could it be? Yes. Nimona may be gone, but her presence still lingers. Thank you for watching, guys. If you love animation movies, please subscribe to this channel and keep watching. Bye!